Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Bianca. Thanks for finishing your week with us and the news we've been watching for you. The Federal Communications Commission repealed the Obama-era net neutrality rules Thursday, giving the internet service providers like Verizon, Comcast, and AT&T a free hand to slow or block websites and apps as they see fit or charge more for faster speeds. In a straight party line vote of 3-2, the Republican-controlled FCC junked the longtime principle that said all web traffic must be treated equally. The move represents a radical departure from more than a decade of federal oversight. The big telecommunications companies had lobbied harder to overturn the rules, contending they are heavy-handed and discourage investment in broadband networks. States' attorneys from dozens of states have said they will file lawsuits to reinstate net neutrality, including Eric Schneiderman from New York. President Vladimir Putin said Thursday the U.S. is only hurting itself with investigations of alleged collusion between President Donald Trump's campaign and Russia. And the leader of Kremlin vowed he won't allow the radical opposition at home to challenge the status quo as he seeks re-election. Brimming with self-confidence during the nearly 4-hour session, Putin reaffirmed his denial of interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Republican lawmakers have dropped from the tax bill provisions that were criticized by students and educators as making college less affordable. House and Senate Republican leaders forged an agreement Wednesday on what would be the most sweeping overhaul of the nation's tax laws in more than 30 years. The package would give generous tax cuts to corporations and the wealthiest Americans, and the more modest tax cuts to low and middle-income families. The updated version leaves in place that deduction for interest on student loans. According to 2 congressional aides, the bill also would no longer start taxing graduate school tuition waivers. We're under another lake effect snow warning. Here's Jolie with what we can expect.
Another round of lake effect snow is poised to hit the area beginning tonight and continuing into Saturday. A foot of snow is likely in the most persistent areas, but the real feature with this may be the wind. Gusts up to 40 miles per hour are likely, which means, of course, blizzard-like conditions will make travel almost impossible. We remain cold with highs only in the mid-20s, but wind chills will be near zero. We quiet down on Sunday with a mix of sun and clouds before we warm up on Monday. We'll see some rain showers as highs approach 40. Showers continue into Tuesday. That's the forecast. I'm Jolie. Have a great weekend.
Mexico swimming and diving were dominant again yesterday. Here's Ashley with sports.
Boys varsity swimming and diving team picked up 2 wins this week, defeating Weedsport 105-81 on Monday, and then beating Pulaski 121-46 last night. The Tigers are 4-1 and have a double dual meet versus Watertown and Lowville tomorrow at home. Meet starts at 11 a.m. Mexico wrestling overcame 5 Cazenovia pins and squeaked out a dual meet win last night, 40-39. Dean Shambo, Brian Stock, Jaden Allen, Josh O'Reilly, and Joey Reed all had pins for Mexico. Allen won his 11th match of the young season. The Lady Tigers hoop team dropped its 5th game in a row to CBA last night, 77-13. In the NFL this weekend, the Buffalo Bills will try to remain in the playoff hunt when its hosts the Miami Dolphins. Other key matchups with playoffs implications are Green Bay at Carolina, the Rams at Seattle, and the Patriots travel to Pittsburgh. And finally, the Syracuse Orange renews one of its biggest rivalries on Saturday when it travels to Washington, D.C. to take on Georgetown. The Hoyas come in undefeated at 8-0, but has played the nation's weakest schedule. Syracuse is 8-1. The game tips off at 12:30, and it's on CBS. That's a quick look at sports. I'm Ashley. Have a good weekend.
Be part of the holiday season spirit tonight for a boys basketball game. Wear your best holiday outfits. JV starts at 5:30 and varsity is shortly after. The panoramic class photo is now on sale for $15. Please pick up an order form in the main office. Senior class t-shirts are now on sale. Order forms are with your English teacher or in the main office. Time is running out to order your senior t-shirts. Please turn in your order form to Mr. McKenna or Mr. McGiff ASAP. If you have applied for a parking permit, please bring your vehicle registration to Miss Wood in the main office. Only fully completed applications and registrations will be approved, and the approval process will soon begin. If seniors didn't order your cap and gown last week, you have one more chance. The representative will be back this next Tuesday, 12/19, during lunches. That's all for us this week. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. I'm Bianca.